Hey guys, Jaden here from Ice Hockey's Aussies, all on his own today. Just here to talk about a trade, two trades. But beginning off with the first trade is the Calgary and Vancouver trade. That sees Lindholm going from Calgary to Vancouver. Calgary gets in return Kuzmenko and prospects Yoni Yerno. I think that's how you say his name, and also Hunter. And I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's Bristowitz. I'll just call him Hunter because I don't know fully how to pronounce his name, even though I've heard it a couple of times. They also get 2024 first round pick from Vancouver and a fourth round pick that is conditional. Can upgrade to a third round if Vancouver make the conference final this year. And if it remains a fourth, they'll get the better of the force that Vancouver hold. And I believe it's New Jersey Devils' fourth round pick that they hold. So either whoever finishes lower, which will most likely be New Jersey at this point. So we see Lindholm going to Vancouver. They get some center depth. They give up a lot. Um, Seeing the stats, we can obviously see Kuzmenko's, dropped off this year under Toggett's system. He had 16 points in 32 games or something like that when Tocchet took over last year. But obviously, the new system hadn't fully taken place yet, and now with the off season, they've finally got the groove. And Kuzmenko just doesn't seem to fit. I think he's been healthy scratch a few times, like 5 times this year, maybe a little bit more. So look, they get a good player. Currently a rental. It's going to be hard, if not impossible, to re-sign Lindholm with what is probably going to be his extension. Uh, what once, and when you got to do Peterson, Petey, and Hronik as well, and plus a couple others re-signings. I don't know how they're going to fit it in, if at all. But look, Calgary come out on top in my opinion on this one. Really good. They get Kuzmenko, who I think they can. Who's got 2 years on his contract. They can flip him next year if he returns to form, if they need to. And they get amazing prospect, in my opinion, in Hunter Bristowitz, playing amazing in the OHL. We can see in the bottom left there, he's third in the OHL in regards to points as a D-man, leading all D-men by 3 points on Parak there. And look, he looks really good. I know it's the OHL, but he's driving that power play, and I haven't really seen D-Man do these type of things in the OHL for a while, almost leading it just behind a couple others there. But yeah, it's a lot to give up from Vancouver for what looks like to be a rental. But they solidify for this year. The condition on the pick on the fourth shows they're going for it, obviously. And it's up to you guys down in the comments below to think. Do you think they should have gone for it, or do you think they should have been retooling still? That they've retooled with the coach and it seems to be working. They're having an amazing season, but they've gone from rebuild, retool for decade to all of a sudden we're going for it. And I'm a little bit worried about that. To see if they can maintain this. They've still got an amazing roster, but a little bit worried that they're also sending more picks and more prospects away from Vancouver and for a rental. That looks like a rental because I'm not sure how they're going to re-sign him. But yeah, let me know what you think of this trade. In my opinion, favors Calgary. They get a great player in Kuzmenko who they can flip next year if he doesn't want to stay, or his value is that high. Great prospect in Hunter. Um, probably won't turn out to be much, but prospects can do prospect things, and people can turn out. They get most likely a late first round pick, but picks can turn into whatever. I know it drops off after 20th position or something like that in the draft lottery. It starts to wane on the players that end up being NHL players, but you got to be in it to win it. And first rounds are first rounds, and even if it's slightly a late one, that's real good. And obviously the condition on the third, or the fourth, turning into a third is also good there. So Calgary come out good. Vancouver do good for this year. A little bit worried for the future if they're not able to hold on to Lindholm there. Going down, just the Montreal and Winnipeg trade we've got here. So centers are definitely on the market, or were on the market. They're kind of gone now. Avs need to do something here in regards to shoring up their side of things. Probably Adam Henrique being one of the only few centers left. But in regards to the Montreal Winnipeg, Winnipeg snag up Monahan, and Montreal get the 2024 first round pick from Winnipeg and a third round pick 2027 that has a condition. Montreal receives the 2027 third round pick if Winnipeg wins the cup this year. So it's not really getting the pick unless they win the cup. And if you win the cup as the Jets, you don't care if that was even a first. So absolutely great deal from both sides here. I think this is a fair trade. It's amazing what Montreal's done here in regards to basically getting a first for Monahan and then trading him away for a first. So they get 2 firsts for Monahan over the trade tree, and they've done really well here in regards to Montreal. Winnipeg, just scrolling down here, they get a good player. He's been on the decline over the years. We can see that he was a 20-30 goal scorer early on in his career, and it's kind of waned off since 2020. But better this year. My problem with it, a lot of it's on the power play. However, I'll get into that in a second. So Monahan's stats here. 35 points, 49 games, 13 goals. Negative 10 is 22nd out of 28 worst point plus minus on Montreal. If you take out 4 players, I think it is, with less than 10 games, he's 18 out of 24. It's still not great. And obviously, because a lot of those points are 17 points on the even strength, 16 on the power play. And look, and he also has 2 shorthanded. I just wanted to point that out too. So he's a versatile player, power play, PK, and even strength. So just 1 second. So versatile player. Another amazing stat for Sean Monahan that Winnipeg are going to love is the face-off. 55% face-off, as we see below the team. Less than 50% at 46.7. I think 24th rated in the power play. And very poor in regards to the face-off. So 2 things that Monahan brings, power play and face-off. And those are the 2 things that Winnipeg needed. So it meets the criteria to boost Winnipeg to be even better. And look, he's sure it's a rental. They don't give up the farm for him. Fair trade. I think both teams win here. Montreal on the trade tree win, obviously, because they got him for a first for free. Then they trade him for a first and possibly a third if Winnipeg win the cup. So overall, love it. Makes Winnipeg better because they get a versatile man that plays PK, power play, and even strength. Granted, his plus minus on even strength is not great, but they get a versatile man. I don't know what you think of these trades from the centers here. Obviously, you got one team kind of throwing a lot for a rental center, and then you've got a team that's doing a pretty fair trade here for a center. Though Lindholm, Monahan, different players, different markets. And obviously, it's up to you to decide which one is better. So let us know in the comments below which trade you like better, who won, who lost in either trades. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. And till next time, guys, we'll catch you later.